conversation, doesn't understand why people aren't talking about you. What do you think?
I'd like to submit him for a vote. Can I get a second to put him on the committee? All say aye. I love Frank, man. Frank's my brother. You help your brothers. You know what, the reality is we don't, our numbers don't dictate that we are an NCAA tournament team, but guess what? The numbers aren't complete. We've still got an opportunity to improve upon those, and my hope is that is exactly what we'll do when we get to Nashville.
You guys built the 20-point lead pretty early in the second half. What kind of led to that? Just kind of exploded on them.
I thought, in the first half, man, they're I think the number 2 rated defensive efficiency team in America. They're good defensively. They turn you over. They force the second most turnovers behind my other brethren, Bob Huggins in West Virginia. Unfortunately, I didn't get that gene. I've tried real hard, but I haven't been able to get it. They turn you over. We turned it over 17 times. Way too many, but we made it. We shot the ball, man. Made 57% in the first half. Second half was a little more interesting. We're up 20. I knew they weren't going to go away. Huge, huge swing of momentum. TD picks up his 4th and runs his mouth and gets technical foul, 5. And now all of a sudden you look up and literally with DeAndre not being able to play, we just had no bodies. And it's difficult for us to play big with Eustace at the 3 because they just don't guard KG on the floor. So we have zero chance to get the ball to Sebas in the paint. Sebas was tremendous. What a great way for him to go out on senior night. He's had a great career for us, and I thought he was certainly the difference tonight. I thought Brian had his moments. Again, a little loose with the ball, 8 turnovers. He was on his way to a double-double. Not necessarily the way we had planned, but I thought he made huge plays for us, especially early. He set the tone. And then everybody that played, I thought Eustace played really, really well with activity. We got enough stops at the end. When you hold a team under 36% from the field, you out-rebound them. Regardless of who you're playing, you're going to give yourself a chance to win.
What's Dre dealing with?
It's a good question. He played really well against Missouri, and he took a knee to the thigh. Had a little bit of swelling, but didn't miss any time. Obviously played against Alabama. We came back, and I was not real pleased with the way that we had executed, and I knew, what a bloodbath this was going to be. Alabama's good at it. South Carolina, they're experts at it. They really make it hard. So we practiced on Thursday pretty diligently, and he practiced. Moved around a little slow, said his knee was bothering him. I don't think anything of it. My knee's bothering me too. I mean, nobody at this time of the season is healthy. Comes in yesterday, he can't go. Game time decision. They tell me before the game he can't go. So we'll check him out thoroughly and find out what's going on.
Any worry they missed the tournament, or expecting?
I have no idea. I mean, I was planning on him playing tonight.
Do you feel like it was a matter of you guys kind of doing better tonight offensively with those clean looks that you were talking about?
Yeah, and that's a good question. We're 6 for 11 on clean looks. We actually tied them on 50-50 balls. Points in the paint, we were even. We shot it at an efficient rate. Save for a couple of mistakes at the end. Coming in, we were leading the SEC in free throw percentage at about 76%, which is in the top 20 in the country, and we shoot 63%, which made the game a little too close. If we could have just made free throws at the end, I think we would have gotten away comfortably. But you lead an NCAA tournament team, and not only an NCAA tournament team, but a team that I really believe has an opportunity to advance in South Carolina. And it says here we led them for over 34 minutes, so it was a quality effort for our guys.
You talked about how much Sebas has meant to your program and having been one of your favorite players you ever had. What's made him special and kind of throughout
The thing that I'll always remember, I won't necessarily be able to quote you his stats, but the thing that I remember is just his presence and his approach and who he is. He's got a great spirit. He's a positive kid. He's going to be very successful, and he's meant a lot to this program. Never had a bad day, and he's that guy that you really want to pull for.
He was as dominant tonight as he's been in a while. What was different?
Chris Silva got in foul trouble, their best post player, and they were a little thin up front. They started Thornwell at the 4, so they didn't double him post to post. It's the first game in the last month that he did not get doubled post to post. And then when Silva got in foul trouble, it limited what they could do to him defensively, and he was able to play in space. And if you allow him to play in space, he's able to produce.
Frank was telling us about how just postseason basketball is a different world, tournament basketball is a different world. What are you going to tell the guys just about what they're going to step into?
Well, tonight's win got us to 5th in the league, tied for 5th. I think we were predicted 9th. We finished 5th. We lose the tiebreaker, obviously, to Alabama, so we're in the 6th seed, and we're going to play the winner of Auburn and Missouri, 2 teams that we have swept. Now, beating somebody 3 times in a year is difficult to do, and I think we've beaten Auburn 10 times straight, so, you know, it's not easy to beat somebody that many times in a row. We're going to certainly try on Thursday, and then, you know, if you can get one, then you'd be amazed at how quickly, you know, you can build some momentum. We got to get healthy. We got to get whole. I thought we were exhausted tonight. Brian's playing just a ton of minutes, and for a freshman, man, they all hit the wall, and he's hit the wall a little bit. Sivas is like 3rd or 4th in the league in minutes, so we got to rest him. But I've got great memories of Nashville. Wasn't too long ago that we had a magical run. Does this team have one in it? I don't know, but I do know that tonight was a positive step for us, and I know we'll go into Nashville with a lot of momentum.
Anything else?
Couple 10 o'clock practices this week.
Yeah, is that what time our games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, they got more energy at 10 p.m. than 10 a.m. I guarantee you that. I guarantee. Thanks.
Thanks.